Well, we're having a very lazy day today. We are planning on being out camping again in a couple of weeks. Well, just over a couple of weeks time, early September. My plan is to pop over to Wales for a little wander around those back hills of Wales that I mentioned in a previous video. So we're just taking it easy this trip, and we're basically just sitting out some rain. The forecast originally a few days ago was going to be quite settled these couple of days. It was supposed to be sunny, nice weather, a little bit of a breeze, but not too bad. But from what I can see at the moment, we're going to be expecting some pretty rough weather coming in. We're going to get some quite heavy rain throughout the afternoon now. It's coming up to 3 o'clock. The forecast said rain from 3, so it's already here. I felt a couple of drops just after 2, so that hastens my rush over to the water to get some water. So we've got our water. We don't even need to leave the Duomid XL now. I've collapsed down the cricket. The next 2 trips I will try and use the solo. I will try and use the Cricket XL and the Trail Star in the new Seal Poly and see how we get on with them. Maybe early next year it might be worth me bending the Lord Ron's ear and see if he's prepared to send me, drop hints, a Solo Mid XL, because that's literally probably the only shelter that I don't have, and it probably is of interest to people, and I think it would be big enough for Lassie, just about, but she's outside most of the time anyway, especially summer months. So that might be worth looking into next year. But yeah, it's been a very, very quiet, lazy trip. This one. I've had a lot going on in my life, a lot of things to deal with, which I now don't, from my choice. So I need to, slowly try and just get a little bit of energy back, a bit of energy back, really. Although I must admit, I quite enjoy the lazing around, so I think I'm still going to do lazing around camps quite often, because I must admit they are very relaxing and enjoyable. But it would be nice to sometimes, I'll try and have ideas of things to do in camp or other things I can do in camp. But having said that, I've never exactly been short of ideas and things to do in camp. There's always some video or other to come up with. I think at this moment in time, I seem to be sort of out of ideas, but there is actually a million ideas, and I want to get back to Cheddar. And if I can get back to Cheddar, then I can probably do some more tent videos like this versus that, and comparison videos and things, which would probably be of interest to people. So that's something that I definitely will be looking to do moving forward as well. But I will still come round here. So it's suddenly going very, very dark. There's some real unpleasant low black clouds coming through. I've brought Lassie inside, so with the Duomid XL there's still ample room there. Okay, I'll stay there. If anything, I think the XL has more porch space than the Duomid, but there's probably not really to be fair, there's probably not really anything in it. Let's see. I might have to do the door up in a minute because it's no, Lassie, come back here and settle down. You don't need to go out and get wet again. Yes, I know, you're very pretty, but it's raining, so we're going to stay under cover, away from the rain. Oh, let's see. Oh, let's see. Yes, I know, you're very beautiful. Oh, let's see. Oh, God. Oh, now the mists have well and truly come in again. It was some dark black clouds that had gone past, but now it's just misty clouds coming through. I'll just very quickly show you because it's really, I mean, it's not hammering it down, you know, you take a minute to get wet, but it's really truly not very nice out here. This is why I like a big roomy shelter, or even a tarp or something like that. You can, I can sit in the porch, and as long as it's not, rain isn't coming in, which is not at the moment, I can sit here like a grumpy old man. Purveying the surrounding misty hills. Oh, let's see. Lassie, come under here. What's the point you getting soaked at the moment? While you're dry, you may as well stay dry. So yeah, so we're just gonna, oh hello. This little funny head up here. Oh Lassie, you are a good girl. Well, while you're dry, you may as well stay dry for the minute. There's no point just going and getting wet. Look at us just sitting here like Lord and Muck and Lady Woofer. Muck and Lady Woofer. Oh, let's see. It's really not very nice out there, Lassie. You gonna go to Wales soon? You wanna go to Wales? You wanna go back over to Wales? Do you think we can insult them again? Do you think we'll scare some more funny Welsh people away? Butchering their pronunciations. We've probably done more to scare the Welsh away than the English invaders ever did, Lassie. Oh dear. Oh, Lassie. It's an absolute mess around here. I think it's more of a mess. I think it's more of a mess than normal. So we've got Lassie's bag over there. I brought the bigger bag because I had to put some more food in it, and I had a few bits for Lizzy as well. But they were very light, so I thought, well, Lassie can help with that, and it's not a far walk. So obviously we've got plenty of water. We've got through the fuel. I've got 2 water bowls, so there's plenty of water. Obviously we've got the stove there, and then we've got our sort of electronical stuff over there, power packs, glasses and all that, and bits over there for the GoPro, which I hardly ever use, to be honest. I don't know why you bother bringing it, but the trouble is if you don't bring it, then you might suddenly get an idea. I did bring the Sony camera with me, but I've been too lazy to do anything with that. I did have an idea of a video to do, but the weather's turned in, so that's scratched that idea. We'll do that another time, and then it just closed, and then Lizzy has settled down there. Thankfully this inner is one of the earlier ones with the T-zip that Ron made, and it fits nicely under here. It's one for the Duomid, but it fits perfectly in here too, so that's a bit of a bonus. In fact, if anything, it almost fits better in here than in my Cuban fibre Duomid, to be honest. Oh, let's see. I'm sure the Cuban fibre Duomid is a little bit smaller than the regular one. And the other thing I'm going to have to do is update the GoPro 11, because I think it's knocked off the GoPro Lab. So when I go to synchronize my testicles, it's not recognizing the barcode. So I'm wondering whether the last update knocked off the GoPro Lab software on there. So I need to do that. So I'm using the GoPro 10 this time. Oh, let's see. So I think what I might actually do in a minute is just have a little bit of a general tidy up. Well, a bit later. Oh, Lassie. Oh, you are sweet. Oh, Lassie, you're a good girl. Oh, good girl. All right. Well, we got to do something, Lassie, or maybe more to the point, do nothing something. Well, what we could do, Lassie, is we could put the pegs from the cricket in there. Good, it's not food. Do you want some food in a minute? You want food? You want your dinner in a minute? Alright, you can have your dinner in a minute. Oh, I'll tell you, these bites though, I don't know whether you can see them, but I've got a load of bites there. I've got some bites there, and Lassie, go back. And if I turn it upside down, I don't know if you can see them, but I've got bites all around the neck there, all there. I don't know whether they'll come out. I don't know if I was pointing the camera in the right place or not, but all on the walk in, unfortunately. Okay, well, that's wasted 10 or 15 minutes that only 1 or 2 people are interested in, but that's fine. I keep thinking I ought to try and put a bit more effort into videos and editing and storytelling and such like, and maybe one day, maybe one day I will. I think I'm just too bloody lazy. I think I just enjoy just waffling as much as anything else anyway. Well, it's I'm gonna get these things out my ear. had to put those in my ear because it's where's the light? I haven't got my my night light, just my torch. It's rather blustery out now, but we're doing okay. Lassie has settled down there and obviously just ignores everything anyway. And little Lizzy, she's down there and she's doing okay. And I think I'm going to put her red jumper on, I think, in a minute. It's a little bit on the blustery side for her, I think, but she's doing okay. We hadn't quite expected weather like this, had we, Lizzy, for you? But she's doing okay. Oh, Lizzy. And yeah, you're fine over there. You're fine, aren't you, eh? You're fine. You stay there, Lassie. Stay there. Good girl. So I've done the door up, mainly from a point of view of you know, shelter stability as much as anything else. All right. Well, it's only 9 o'clock, so it's only 9 o'clock, so we've still got plenty of we've still got a bit of time before we close our eyes. All right, well, I'm going to carry on with my evening a bit and we'll see what happens with the weather. It's a little bit on the blustery side. They just say that some weather is going to come through. And I think they mentioned that it was going to come from the south, and it does seem to be hitting that side. When you think the original forecast was going to be for nice weather this trip. But it's certainly giving us, you know, a little bit of a battering. She's just completely oblivious to it, just sleeping through. And she's just, I put a jacket on and she's just sleeping through it. I'm not quite sure what the speed is. The forecast was showing winds of 20 gusting up to 40 odd, so I don't know whether there are 40 gusts hitting us or not, but it's certainly quite breezy out there. I think I'm gonna put the kettle on and make another cup of tea, I think. That VPAG is doing very well holding the door. Oh, it's really not very nice. Alright, well, we're safe and sound in here anyway. I think we can be fairly confident that that will hold. I must admit, in the past, in my very early days of bad weather, it used to keep me awake, and I used to be watching everything. Watching the lines, watching the seams, watching any zips if there were zips. But I think this steel nylon will protect us, I hope. Really not very nice at all. Okay, well, apparently I've just looked at the forecast, and apparently this is Storm Betty. We had Storm A something the other day, and now we've got Storm Betty. So yeah, and we're on this side of the hill. If we were on the other side of the hill, we'd be a bit more sheltered, but it's kind of whacking us this way, but that's fine. I think we'll survive it. I put little Lizzy this side of me because over that side I think the wind was hitting the ground sheet, and it must have been disturbing her and blowing up, you know, underneath and disturbing her. So I've shifted over a bit and then I've put her there, so she seems more settled there. I don't quite know where Storm Betty came from, because I don't think Storm Betty was forecast when I set off. So a little bit of an interesting one. You seem to keep getting the weather, but never mind. I think we'll be okay. It should be able to take it, I hope. I don't think the weather's going to get any worse than what it is now. Maybe a bit, but I don't think much worse. I think we'll be okay. Oh dear me. I might have to do a little bit of a tick check when I get home, because I found, not on me thankfully, but wandering around inside the inner, I've seen 2 ticks wandering around. They're not the easiest of things to squash between your fingernails, are they? But squash them I did. Well, actually, of the 2, one I definitely squashed. The other one I'm not so sure. I might not have squashed the other one, but one I definitely did. Oh dear. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that this is Storm Betty. Oh god, honestly, whatever next. Alright, well, I'm going to carry on with Fast and Furious 9. Probably after Tokyo Drift, probably the weakest in the series, but it's not too bad. They haven't really been the same since Paul Walker was killed, to be honest. The ones with him were they were the better ones. Alright, well, I'm going to carry on here. I just wanted to let you know we had Storm Betty.